Hey y'all, great ride isn't, great ride isn't. Thanks for coming on the walk. Or get your mats if you're gonna stretch out. Get some weights if you're gonna do some weight exercises. Stand up if you're walking in place. Line up if you're walking in wall to wall. That's it. Get your weights. Get your chair. Jump on your bike. Let's start the treadmill. Oh, John is not with us today. Okay. Yeah.
Power on.
Oh yeah.
Smooth.
Yeah, y'all. We haven't been having a lot of people anyway, so if John got tied up, it's okay. I'm going to do this, and yeah, y'all. I'm just taking the camera now a minute, just checking a little bit, and then we're gonna start the walk. Yeah, like, comment, share, tell an uncle, tell an auntie, tell a cousin, tell a friend to subscribe and exercise with me. It's at the height of politics. Where everybody stands is where everybody stands. And friends are made and friends are lost. You know? It happens. Hey, y'all. Yes! Send Granny Luck some money. Ha ha! Yes. $1.50. Tell Granny Luck what you want. Well, let's get to the topic. I love it. I love when I lived amongst Jamaicans. I did. I loved it. I was in Bed-Stuy around Jamaicans, and then when I moved to Mount Vernon, it was the happiest time for me ever. Oh my goodness. I enjoyed living around them. I enjoyed talking to them, doing projects with them. Oh, it was awesome sauce. Really good. And I didn't want to leave. And even when I think about it now sometimes, I say to myself, if it just wasn't for the violence, if it wasn't such a training ground for prisoners and the likes. Well, anyway, we had real good times. We laughed, we talked, we did stuff, and political stuff. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, they stood up. They stood up for themselves. They stood up for people. Hey, John. They stood up for themselves. They stood up for people. I mean, okay. First of all, no one cooks. But thanks for the love. No one cooks better than a Jamaican if you ask a Jamaican. You could have 3 Jamaicans sitting at the table, and they would be hard pressed to compliment each other on their food. They won't do it. They will not. I didn't even put no food up. Joyce can tell you, my best friend in Greenwich, first generation Jamaican. I wouldn't even give her food. She'd have to say to me, Vicky, I didn't cook. You cook something? I said, yeah, I did, Joyce, but you know how you are. I'm not Jamaican, so my food ain't gonna be good. She said, what did you make? See, I like oxtails too. I was taught my Aunt Lucy. She made great oxtails and brown gravy. So I said, I made some oxtail. She said, you made oxtail? And we didn't switch plates. We used to switch pots. I said, okay, I'm gonna get your pot ready. And I drop it off and she'd pick it up. And we worked together. What is it? That's the other one. Oh gosh, I can't think of Joyce's group right now. This exact moment, but it'll come to me. It's when the Greenwich high school students put that message of kill all N-words and had the high school up in a tizzy. And they had been doing a lot of racist stuff. So I came from the side of we have to understand each other, education is the key. And Joyce came from the side, F this shit, them bitches need to be in jail. Well, my side didn't work so good because we were nice and tender. Joyce's side was getting more action because she was calling for jail time. So we worked together very well. There's other things, but we got a lot of walking to do, but that's for another time. And man, she could write that stuff up, tear it down. I never asked her if she played chess, but the moves she made was so calculated. Had to be. But I don't know another Jamaican other than Joyce's sister that she liked. If I said, oh, I got this Jamaican friend Joyce I'm talking to, oh, you gonna love her, and she likes cooking like you. Don't nobody cook better than me. I said, okay. If we went somewhere, if it was a party and it was other Jamaicans, it was fine. But basically, no. She wasn't into complimenting either. But I had friends in Bed-Stuy too, who were Jamaican when I was much younger. Joyce was when I was in my 40s. The other one was when I was in my 20s. And in Mount Vernon came after Joyce. In Mount Vernon, just a blast. Another good time. Just another good time. Hard-working people. Just like where I live now, honey, in the morning, all you hear is folks getting up and moving and getting on. And I live mostly around Hispanics now. I don't know those people that these European Africans talk about that just lay around and do nothing. I know they're there. But I know a lot more folks wake up and handle their business than I know of lay-arounds. But my topic is, even when I was young in Bed-Stuy, my 2 times in Mount Vernon, and Joyce when I was in Greenwich, what used to hurt me so much is Jamaicans, they wouldn't like each other. Even when they were in Jamaica and in the same neighborhood, They still wouldn't be like, homie, homie. Oh, you look there? Well, look at some of that. And they would kill the whole mood. You know how I took care of jealousy? I was young. I asked myself, would I do what that person did to get what they got? That was the question I asked myself. Why would I be jealous of a nurse if I wouldn't take 4 years out of my life to go to school and get the training and become a nurse? She a nurse because she did what she did to be a nurse, and I'm not because I ain't doing that. Why would I be jealous of someone who has a car? Tell you like I told my daughter when she was in high school. And she said, Mommy, everybody has a car. Everybody's driving. I don't have my license. I don't have a car. I said, well, they need somebody to drive around. These are dumb kids with licenses and cars. They don't got nowhere to go. Matter of fact, I need something from the grocery. Call one of your dumb friends with a car to come pick you up and take you to the grocery store. And honey, she picked up that phone, and them cars would show up like this. They had a license, they had a car, but they ain't had nothing to do. So don't be envious of them or whatever. You're not doing it. So then she called them up. I get stuff like, Mommy, so-and-so has to go somewhere to catch a ride. I knew them. I knew they're driving. And she was like, fine. It was almost like she had a car. And then later on I found out that they was teaching her how to drive. So, you know, I don't get jealous of nobody. They got it, good. Going back to that car, they got it, good, because you can get one too. That person's a nurse, good. If I wanted to, I could become a nurse too. No room for jealousy. Now I say Jamericans because I learned that phrase in Mount Vernon. And I think Joyce used it a couple of times in reference to her kids who were born here in the United States. And I liked it because Jamericans are the bomb. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. They's at the HBCUs and everything, learning everything they can. And the thing that makes me love them is they care. I don't know if you ever been hugged, not in the fact that you're distressed or anything. Say if you haven't seen each other in a long time. That hug that they throw on you, when they give you that big squeeze, oh, and let me tell you, saved my daughter's life. Old Jamaican lady, Joyce's mother. I was over there in reference to Coalition for Justice. That was the name of Joyce's nonprofit organization. That's what she was using to fight the police from messing with us in Greenwich. That's what she used for this Greenwich yearbook incident. And I went over there for a meeting, and it was at her mother's apartment. Her mother's name is Beulah. And she was talking to me, and I'm like, yeah, we're kind of new in town. You know, my daughter's over at the Greenwich High School and stuff. And Beulah said, you heard about that boy that drowned? I said, boy that drowned? I said, yeah. She said, there's this boy that she was in the projects. They used to live in the projects. She said, I used to see them going out, in and out, with the private school kids, because he got the scholarship for the private schools, living in the projects. There's a lot of private schools in Greenwich. And she would see them coming and going back and forth, you know, and he'd be dressed up like them, and they'd be having a good time. And then they would bring him back to the project. Everybody get out, walk to the house. And then Beulah said, according to the story, Saturday, they came to pick the boy up. A little black boy. The whole time I'm talking about the boy in the project was a little black boy. And they wanted him to go on the boat. So he went out with, she said you could look at him and, you know, had his boat clothes on, Beulah said. And time goes on, and then all of a sudden Beulah sees the private school kids, the rich kids, European African kids, coming back, parking, and running into the building where the little black boy used to live. Then she sees the mother of the little black boy, a couple of family members, running out of the house with the private school kids, jumping in the car and taking off. Later on, they found out that the little black boy had fallen off the boat into the water. Nobody else fell off. And he didn't have a life preserver, so he drowned. And it was sad, Beulah said. And nothing happened after that. It was an accident. And Beulah said to me, don't you let your child go out on no boat with no whole bunch of white people. And don't you do it either. She said, because I believe they tossed that little boy in the water. She said, and they'll toss you too. What proof you have? You own the satellite. We don't own the satellite, honey. I can't wait till we do. Anyway, so I said, okay, Beulah. Must be about 3 years later. My daughter graduated, and she's hanging out with all her friends. I'm sure they was having some beers they wasn't supposed to be drinking because they was legal age. But at night, because I had settled down, me and my intimate partner, and I get a call. She said, hey, Mommy, can I, because she was only 17 when she graduated, she said, hey, Mommy, can I go on this boat? I sat up in bed straight, like Beulah jumped inside me. I said, oh, this time of night. I said, you got 15 minutes to get your ass home. Oh, we jumped up. We throwed on clothes. I'm like, I ain't even asked what pier she was at. Somewhere in Cars or someplace like that, I think I heard her say. And just as we're getting it together, I look out the window and I see like this convoy of cars. It was only about 2 or 3. And they turned up onto our block and parked in the back of the house. So then I ran in back to the kitchen. I see the 3 cars there. And she hopping out. Hey, Mommy, hey, Mommy. Everybody, hey, Vicky, hey, Miss Vicky, hey. So she get inside. She said, I ain't want to go on no boat. And I knew if I called you, you would have a fit. She told me the other kids called their parents too. That time of night saying they was going to go on the boat. And the parents said, sure, no problem. So they was like, well, let me call my mother. Because she knew I was going to say no. And she said, the minute, she said, my mother said I have to be home in 15 minutes. She said, everybody had a sigh of relief. They didn't want to go on that boat. But no other parent would say no. I said, you got 15 minutes to get your ass home. 3 cars. All the boat people left. Nobody wanted to go. But nobody was going to say it. But my daughter knew, because I warned her, if you're the only one on the boat, you're fish bait. You make sure there's at least 1 or 2 more African Americans on that boat with you. So she knew if she called me, I was going to say no. I knew the friends she was with, and won't none of them African Americans. But I got that from Beulah, old Jamaican lady, and it saved my daughter's life. So I got no problems with Jamaica. I always love them. Ain't got no problem with no Indian ladies either. I work with them. They work, and I work. They work hard, and I work hard. We ain't never had no problem. If they was my supervisor, I do what they said. See, here's the thing with me. I always want to make my supervisors look good. People say, why are you doing that? But what do you care? But especially women, it took us so long to get here. I ain't the enemy. Yeah, I sat in church with y'all and heard how women's is the devil or the worst. But that's not my attitude. If you got there, I know it was no easy to get there. So I'm going to give you that prop coming right out the gate. I'm going to give you that prop coming right out the gate. So I love. I love when they came in and said, I had your pork ready, and it was good, and then it was tight, and it was straight. I loved hearing that. I loved hearing it. I love the fact that I didn't hear them say, well, we'll fudge this, and we'll fudge that. Oh, I used to hate that. Well, just go ahead and fudge it. I used to say lie. Oh, Vicky. Oh. They don't do that. They don't do that. But I just want to say, my Jamericans, first, second generation, and even the ones from Jamaica who are now legal residents, don't hate on Kamala Harris. That orange shit stain, he don't like us at all. They don't like black. Okay, my YouTube is about to go down. Ain't no blacks in Europe. And when that English Prime Minister came in, the first thing she said, we gotta get rid of the Africans. I don't see her there anymore. But no, that was a problem a long time ago. Don't bring that problem up, England said. I'm telling you. Don't be angry at Kamala Harris. Your daughter can be president too. We're all Americans. I was talking to John. The thing that makes us American is we're all mixed race. So, go to the polls. To me, it's very important because I didn't know how spoiled I was during my reproductive years. I was spoiled. I had control of my body and what to do with it. Oh, I don't have y'all have birth control pills. You don't have that no more. Well, I don't even know. Is it gone? Oh, we can take the morning after pill. No. Oh, I can have tubal ligation. Nope. Nope. And one thing I do know from my Jamaican friends and co-workers and neighbors is that having all them kids, for some, that ain't the way to go. Having all those kids and no daycare, that ain't the way to go. Having all those kids and no health care, and the minute you have a cesarean, because, oh, you can have a cesarean because you're having a baby, so that's okay. But as soon as you have it, you have that, what do you call that disease thing? That the insurance company, you have the disease before you get on the insurance. It was just in my head, but I left out. Pre-existing conditions. When they cut open your stomach to have a baby, you are in pre-existing condition. Which means the insurance company cannot cover you if they choose. Maybe not even cover the baby because the baby didn't come. So, y'all go ahead and vote. Vote for Kamala Harris. I'm proud that she's made. I'm telling you, I have never had problems with me. I have felt love. In an emergency, my Jamaican friends have come through for me more than a family member. So that's how I'm telling you, I'm down for Kamala Harris. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. Like 4 flat tires. Because the other choice, they don't like you. I think y'all need to take some classes with European Africans and go a little bit more into history, because they don't like you. You're not over there. How many Africans can you pick out of Russia? How many Africans can you pick out of North Korea? And all those other places. Spain dumped theirs in Dominican Republic. Rico something. Oh shoot. 10. Squeeze your gut. Tuck in your elbow. Neither up, no down. 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. French got rid of theirs. Haiti. Sometime, I can't think of that little island that Sister Flag comes from. Antigua. And sometimes not. And then sometimes other places, sometimes not. But the other ones, they don't like us. So you go over there, you fight for Ukraine. Ukrainians don't like you. These folks here don't like you. Clearly, you see who they're backing for president. A person who says they would wipe out the history of African American. I say African Americans as well. Then you got the Russians that you're fighting against. That's 3 people, 3 chances of you getting shot. Squeeze your gut, tuck in your elbow, neither up nor down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, go back to all the other wars. What happened to us when we went into Europe and fought for Europe? There's a lot of pictures of us hanging from World War I, World War II, of us hanging from trees in our uniform. The Korean War, my father having to stand in the back of the bus in his uniform and be humiliated. Squeeze your gut, tuck in your elbow, neither up nor down. They don't like us here, they don't like us there. But we can stay here and protect here. Let them go and do their stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 1 for good luck. So I'm proud that Kamala Harris' blood is part of the blood of the Jamaican people that I have lived around and I have been friends with. And I love the sisters and the brothers. So don't be jealous. Just go ahead and vote for Kamala Harris. Y'all like to brag. Y'all can brag. Oh, her mama is from Jamaica. Her mama is from Jamaica. Brag. But don't hate. Vote. Vote for the sister. Vote for the cousin. Now, I know because of the orange shit on his face, y'all think the orange shit stain looks like y'all, but he doesn't. He looks like the crypt keeper. But anyway, this be the point where I said, well, I was tell Grady, look what you want. I said, oh, Tabitha sent me $1.50. She says she's going to be taking midterm tests soon, and she wants to pass. And I would say, Tabitha, good luck, good luck, good luck to you. And it'll work out. My daughter can tell you, it works. Like, comment, share. Tell her uncle, tell her auntie, tell her cousin, tell her friend to subscribe and exercise. And y'all show John some love. And thanks for being here. Y'all have a good evening, and I'll see you tomorrow. Oh, let me look at this chat a little bit. They could be talking to John. Or John could be promoting me, which is awesome. Yes, thank you, John. Thank you. Yes, indeed. Thanks for coming on the walk, and I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for the love.